Today I'm here to beg for votes. And yes, I'm begging for votes for Rise of Creators 2025 contest that's actually going on live in Rise of Kingdoms official website. Now, before you swipe away and be like, okay, this guy is trying to sell me something, I'm not trying to sell you something. There's some benefits of you participating in this tournament voting stage as well. And also at the same time, I have some promises that I'm about to make as a person who's running for the Rising Guy content section of this competition. So stick around because it's going to be pretty interesting. But first, let's talk about what I mean by Rise of Creators 2025 contest and how you can participate in it and what's in it for you. So Rise of Creators 2025 is a competition for new creators for Rise of Kingdoms like myself, designed to get those creators some publicity and support for those who desperately need, and as I am, lacking a lot of publicity in Rise of Kingdoms community section, I do need a lot of publicity support from the team. And it is divided into 4 different categories: Rising Guy Creator, Rising Entertaining Creator, which means that so this means that this has to be fun, and then Rising Shorts Creator, and then Promising New Creator, which is for very young creators. At the end of the day, I'm currently registered for Rising Guy Creator just because of the fact that this is my specialty. I post most of my videos on guys on Rise of Kingdoms, so I made a video I think a couple weeks ago, basically telling you here are 7 different tips that you can actually take on so that you don't have to actually regret it later down the road. I'm currently 2nd place for this category, Rising Guy Creator. So I really need a lot of your help to beat the first person, which is Alphonse Tramp, who is from a big kingdom like 1093 and has 127 general votes as well as 1 mentor vote. So would really appreciate you guys actually helping me out. But what's in it for me and you? What's in it for me first is that when I actually win, and if I will actually win my category, I'll get a Rise of Creators 2025 trophy, which is kind of exciting. I would love to actually get that because this is the only time that I'll be able to get it. This is 2025 Rise of Creators 2025 trophy, and there's no other time that I'll be able to get this. And for my past 7 months of dedication for creating Rising Kingdom content almost every day, I would really appreciate if I can have this trophy. So pretty good. And the main reward is going to be $500 of creator fund. Now this is, I'm assuming, and I don't know exactly how this works, but I'm assuming that this is $500 of creator fund that I can use to make contents for Rise of Kingdoms. And most likely, if I get this, I'm going to reinvest into my Cavalry account at the end of the day, the main Cavalry account at the end of the day, as well as 7,000 gems for participating. And I think I already am guaranteed this 7,000 gems if I make it to the finalist rewards, which I think I am in the finalist stage. So yeah, really would appreciate. But if you're actually one of those people who are voting and then like, hey, like, why would I do this? Why would I do this for you? Well, as a matter of fact, bonus for everyone who voted. 30 lucky voters will be randomly selected to receive 500 gems each. So if you're voting, and if you're voting every single day, because you can actually vote every single day at reset, I think, because it says votes left for today on the upper right corner of me, right? So I already voted for myself. As you can see, yes, you guys can make fun of me all you want, but I voted for myself. And then when I voted for other people, you can see that I voted for Grey Worm because I love this content. And this 1960 versus 2377 was a really well-made series. I thought I was watching extra credits, so I gave him a vote. And then I think I voted for someone else. Yeah, Rise of Kingdoms with Cal, because, you know, Cal looked really fun. So anyways, so if you vote today, and I think you can vote again tomorrow, so each supporter will actually get multiple votes throughout this competition, I believe, throughout the voting period. So today is August 6th, in terms of UTC. But then again, every single day that you're on, so August 6th to 10th, I think that's 5 days, 5 total days of voting stage. You can vote for me 5 times throughout the entire voting period. So I would really appreciate if you guys actually can vote for me every single day, because that would help me out a lot. So yeah, so that's how it works. That's how what is in for you. That's what was in for me. And let's just go ahead and move on to my own election campaign for why you should be voting for me in the Rising Guy Creator category of this Rise of Creators 2025. Now, for this Rise of Creators 2025 campaign, I actually decided to do a full-on election speeches and promises just because I think it's going to be fun, right? I think at the end of the day, we're all having fun here. Even if I don't win that $500, I think as long as I have fun, you guys have fun, I think it's going to be important, right? So the the main campaign that I have for this election is going to be make Cavalry great again. Now, the strategy for this is going to be simple, and this is actually to create my supporting base at the end of the day, because for you to win any election, I think the easiest and the fastest way for you to do it is actually divide the crowd by multiple groups and then actually try to win favors of one or two groups at a time. That would actually make up the majority. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. And that's why I'm running this campaign of make Cavalry great again. Macaw, I don't know, Maca, MCGA. I don't know how to say this, but that's gonna be the campaign name. And the target for this campaign is gonna be simple. It's gonna be cavalry users, and also, this is interesting, right? I'm gonna be targeting the infantry mains for specific reasons that I'm about to list you. And the premise is simple. The cavalry is right now in a very rough spot right now. And as you can see, archers have the best field and rally, right? With the release of Qin Shi Huang, who is the most broken champion in, or broken commander in field fighting. I mean, there's no commander that is stronger than Qin Shi Huang or anything that's paired with Qin Shi Huang. As a matter of fact, I think if you use Qin Shi Huang without secondary, I think that would still outperform a lot of different commanders pairing meta commander pairings of cavalry and infantry. That's how powerful he is, right? And also, Shapur is the best rally lead at the end of the day today, because that's the only thing that can actually break into Gorgo and Tokugawa. So archers have the best field and rally at the end of the day, and infantry have the best garrison. Again, Gorgo Tokugawa is unbreakable by cavalry rally leaders. I've tried this and I've failed against farms. And I failed trades against farms. Granted that I got swarmed here and there, but like it is rough. It is very rough for infantry, cavalry rallies to be able to beat Gorgo, Tokugawa, no matter how much ahead you are in KVK technology, no matter how much ahead you are with gear and armaments. It is very, very rough. And infantry also has the best formation in the game. Like, pincer is the best formation in the game, hands down. Imagine infantry not having pincer and then is up against Shapur Ashurvanipal. It is crazy. They have pincer and they have the best garrison. But cavalry, what does cavalry have? Does cavalry have the best field march in the game? No, not really. Arthur Philip is practically just something that you have to use at the end of the day. You can choose to use Arthur with Bertrand, but like it's so bad. Bertrand is so bad. I'm buying bundles for it just in case I need to build two different cavalry marches, and it worked for me in the past where I was building Attila when he was completely out of meta, and then now it's usable. But like, yeah, best cavalry pair, like it's full Arthur at the end of the day, and it's bad. It's bad against It's bad against Zhuge Liang and no, Qin Shi Huang and Zhuge Liang, or Qin Shi Huang and YSG. It's bad against Liu Che, Bai Chu, or anything that basically mixes Liu Che and Bai Chu with other commanders. Cavalry is in a tough spot on the field. And the only advantage that he has, like the cavalry has right now, is basically the march speed, right? So cavalry command players, if I actually succeed in making this campaign come true and make cavalry great again, cavalry players will actually get good commanders. So there's a reason for you guys to actually support me if you guys are cavalry mains. But if you're infantry mains, cavalries need to bring a Qin Shi Huang or Shapur counter in the next update, right? When the next cavalry batch releases into the game, we need to be able to shut down Qin Shi Huang on the field. And Shapur Ashurvanapal counter need to be brought up to the game so much that it is actually rock, paper, scissors. So you guys, infantry mains, you guys actually probably want us to get a really good commander against Qin Shi Huang, specifically to counter Qin Shi Huang at the end of the day, because if we don't, then you guys will suffer what you suffer in the last 2 to 3 months against Qin Shi Huang, with Qin Shi Huang trading 2,000% reports every single time that he marches out. So you guys need us to be able to shut Qin Shi Huang down and Shapur, so that, okay, let's say you're running Gorga Tokugawa, no one can just blindly send out Shapur Ashurvanapal just in case that we actually switch to a different cavalry rally, garrison lead, right? So I think that's what's in it for you guys, infantry. And to make cavalry great again, I'll make three promises total. And the promise number 1 is to make a single video per week. Every single week, I'm going to be making a video per week. If I were to win the Rise of Creators 2025 competition, I'll make 1 video per week vouching for cavalry buff until cavalry is indeed great again. And cavalries do need a buff. This is not a lie. And I think I watched a Chisco's video where he said, well, I have a really good, he has a really good like full Arthur at the end of the day. But like his full Arthur was not really performing on the field anymore. And it was, he said, and I quote, better for him to just not run whole Arthur at all versus actually bringing him out on the field. And this is Chisco. He has basically all the like legendary equipments that normal people don't really have, as well as armaments, even for his second, third main marches, which is cavalry, right? So it is very tough place that cavalries are in right now, in my opinion. And then I will be your voice at the end of the day. I will try to voice up all the concerns that I have about cavalry. I'll voice up, okay, like what do we really need for the next cavalry? For my own sake too, because at the end of the day, like I need cavalry to be great again. Because I have built a fully talented gear set for cavalry, and I'm on my way to make the perfect armament set as well. So for my own sake and for you guys who are mainly cavalry, me making a video every single week to vouch for a cavalry buff is actually not a bad idea. And promise number 2, I'll make complete rehaul of all cavalry guys that I've done. And this is actually interesting because I have made several cavalry guys in the past. And as you can see, the very first video that I made for this channel in January 20th of 2025 is actually the complete cavalry guide for Rise of Kingdoms as of January 2025. So, and I made, I think, at least 4 to 5 videos if I include all the shorts video that I made in the past. Like I have made several cavalry videos that basically is designed to help cavalry people get the most amount of benefits out of it. And if I were to be the first place in the Rise of Creators 2025, I'll do a complete rehaul of every single videos that I've actually posted about cavalry, so that everyone who's watching this video who is maining cavalry will get the most up-to-date guys for cavalry. Obviously, I've become better at making videos since the beginning of time. I mean, that was, again, that was the very first video that I made about this channel, and then it did decently, and then this is what kind of got me going. But then again, I see that there is many ways that I can actually make this better. So again, I'll make sure that I'll repost all of those kind of like reworked versions of Cavalry guys if I were to be selected as number one in Rise of Creators Rising Guy Creator Contest section. And promise number 3, I will spend every creator fund dollar that I get on my Cavalry, on this from this competition, on my Cavalry marches. And as you might know, or as you might not know, from if you guys are actually not following my videos, recent videos especially, my Cavalry gear equipment is done. I have fully talented, fully iconic number 1 rally suggested gear in the game, as you can see in the upper in the left hand corner. But my armament still needs butterfly effect. I have multiple legendary inscriptions that are for other slots, but I am missing that like one armament that I need for instrument, and that's the one that I can convert into butterfly effect at the end of the day, and I need it very urgently before probably the next Cavalry combo commander does come into the game, because that's the only slot of legendary inscription that I'm missing. As you can see here in the arch formation, I have 2 legendary inscription just because I'm not using the scroll one, which is destructive, and destructive is bad. And I have legendary inscription for it. I'm just not using it at this very moment. But if I have my butterfly effect for my instrument, then I'll be able to have fully legendary inscribed version of Delta formation that I desperately want for my account. And you guys might be thinking, what does this matter for me? It's for you guys to actually enjoy my amazing rally reports in the future, but it's really for me. This last promise is really for me at the end of the day. So yeah, help me upgrade my gears. $500 is a lot, but not really also at the same time. So I don't know if I'll be able to actually get through all the pities that is left for my account, but I'll try my best. I'll spend every single gem, I'll spend every single dollar that I get from the creator fund, which is $500, to make sure that I provide you, show you the best arch formation possible. So if you guys have been tuning into my live streams and haven't really found a way for you guys to actually support me, just because you're not in a financial state to actually support me through donations and whatnot. I haven't really been pushy on it, but like, if you guys can really help me get this, and this is Lilith's money, so if you guys can really show your support on this, that would be really, really appreciated. And again, for those of you who are just forgetting where I am at, I am currently registered for Rising Guy Creator section. Musa Gaming, I currently have 62 of your votes, which I really, really appreciate. But come on, guys, we have 1,700 subscribers to this channel. Come on, let's get that up a little more, and then just enough so that I can actually beat the other guy that is in the first place. Again, you just gotta vote for it. I think you need Lilith login, but everyone who's playing in Rise of Kingdoms right now, you guys already have Lilith login, so I'm not too worried about it. So, yeah. That's it. You guys just heard me beg for votes for like last 20 minutes or so. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy today's video, I mean, I try to make this as fun as possible, but if you guys did enjoy today's video, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to vote for me, Musa Gaming, at Rising Guy Creator section of Rise of Creators in 2025. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, peace.